Thanks, guys. First and foremost, I think you certainly have to give credit where credit's due. Those guys in white are a very, very good football team, very well coached. They were very machine-like in the way they approached it. What we had hoped to do, we didn't do very well. You have to start the game with execution, and we didn't very well. Certainly, they took advantage of those mistakes, which good football teams do. We've just got to put our hand to the plow and go back to work and try to win September.
Questions, and again, raise your hand and we'll give you a mic. Hayden?
Coach, what do you hope you guys take away from this and learn?
I think we played better in the second half after things were decided. But what we talked about is that's probably, for our offense, is be the best look that we're going to get than practice. We need to go quit looking at the scoreboard and just try to compete. I think we did. We've got to find the positives and build on them, and we've got to find the mistakes and correct them. And if that's personnel issues or something else, we've got to be willing to make those calls.
Coach, what made Sterling Shepard so hard to contain?
I think you're going to see all year that he's tough. They do a good job on the other side away from Sterling, and it forces you to have to do some things. They're very good schematically. I mean, a lot of people are doing this on offense, but they'll play you where you either got a one-on-one with Sterling, and then you empty out the box and do some things, then you get the running game. Well, if you're going to go stop the running game, then you got to play a lot more one-on-one with him. So the fact that they're very balanced in what they can do makes him an especially tough matchup.
Coach, what can you tell us about DeMarco?
Had an apparent concussion early in the game.
Whenever he went out, I'm guessing that wasn't the start you guys wanted anyway, but
Right.
Then how did that kind of complicate things?
Well, it caused us to have to move our corner, move Wheelbarrow to safety. And, we certainly have Plan B in the works. You don't like Plan B, and then we got some other things messed up, so in terms of personnel issues. So we had to shuffle some guys around, and it really is just football. It's what we do. I hate that for DeMarco because I think he was really ready to have a kind of game that I thought he could have, and it didn't start well for him.
I know the entire game is obviously a disappointment, but could you boil it down to a couple things that maybe disappointed you the most about today?
Oh, I think just the first quarter. Really just the poor start. We gave up that long run to start the game. Then they tempoed us, which we practice. We know they're going to tempo us, but they executed it very well, get a guy running free. So we get that very early, and then offensively, we have trouble moving it on the first one, or at least without penalty on the first drive. Those are the things. You cannot have that kind of start in the first quarter on offense. We missed a few signals with our receivers. We had some communication issues, and those are things that, again, you just can't overcome that. That's what we had hoped to eliminate.